Hello, lurkers. Hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. I'm having a Final Fantasy 16 adventure. No, Snail. You have to go away now. Well, I have computer games to play. Yes, it's day 2. Game came out yesterday. This Friday. And before I played this, I had finished the first quest, I was about to say, case for Frog Detective, which I enjoyed very much, but now we must play Final Fantasy 16. Let us continue. Well, yeah, we're in this camp. Where does this tell me? Tells me to go there. But so I am.
If he wasn't, the smell of war is thick about him.
So he has a sword on him. We're gonna have a look around.
Still hungry, are you? Might have something round here.
Somehow human intelligent dog. Pretty surly. Oh, it's the jailer.
Another newcomer. You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars.
Has he covered up his tattoo with a tattoo? With the bars. So much leather noises. It's annoying him so much. How is the volume? I think it's pretty good. I just got to make sure I'm talking.
Floor's all mended then. It'll hold for now.
Chicken! That fake tiny cockatrice.
Sid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
We're talking about Jill.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that.
Yeah.
You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
Oh, I wasn't born a slave, but
Leave me be.
I don't know if that's worse. I mean, it's a worse tattoo, but I guess it doesn't.
These apples
It's still.
are foul. Would you rather you went without?
Yes. Like, surely it still marks you out as a slave if you just cover up the tattoo. I mean, in One Piece, spoiler for One Piece, there's a similar thing. I won't say who it's about, but like they cover up the tattoo with a different tattoo. That's you can sort of tell, but like only if someone specifically told you, "Oh, look, these two tattoos are related," and then you can be like, "Oh yeah, I see what you did there." But like if you didn't know, then it's just a coincidental detail. But with these, just like, "Oh yeah, you obviously were a slave." Honey.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
Bird.
Just working on a pet project of mine.
Is it your pet owl project?
I'll bite in the hand that feeds you.
Oh, maybe it is the owl. Ha-ha! Oh, it's a chair. Got some grapes.
All right. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far.
So much bass in that guy's voice. I know who it is as well, because it's, you know, the actor's famous for his voice.
Why, Lord Rossfield?
Oh, yes, some cola.
I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Sorry, I've got allergies. Red like blood. Or cola, delicious cola.
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
I'll walk alone. Sevenfold.
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
The Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
Interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Let's make ready then. You'll find everything you need down in the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun.
I've got to visit the Fat Chocobo! It's inaccessible. I know it's the name of a place, but still.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll he knew his fate, and would fight it to the end. Well, what do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
Oh, you spoony bad. I love that stays about. So I
He's not out chasing rumours. Sits up there in that.
I've forgotten his name, but it's the translator to like the early Final Fantasies. Also Mystic Quest, which I did play Mystic Quest. Oh, what's his name? I should know this. It's literally at the end of Mystic Quest, and I was like, oh, it's that guy. Never mind. I'm glad I met the Spoony Bard though, because it's. I don't know.
How did you like the stew?
I haven't had lungfish as sweet.
I'm getting the because I know there's a word that people like use for those terms, and it's not spoonerism. That means something else. Because I'm getting the word spoon conflated with his name, but like there used to be a term for like the weird, quirky translations. Like, he was doing his best. He did a pretty good job, like, to the point that Spoony Bard's not a bad translation.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Oh, I'm better at swordsman, I'm afraid. Mosley?
I'm not going back to that life.
Ted Mosley? That doesn't... something like that. Moosley?
Is it? Oh no.
Woosley!
Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is, then.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Yeah, they're because they were called Wolseleyisms. Okay, I know you can pet the dog, but like, let me just pet it now.
And it's coldest when we're done.
As tight as ship boulders.
Does he?
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? I've no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
A noisome spirit better suited to stripping oil from a painter's canvas than consumption. Grants overworked conscripts a few rare moments of sweet oblivion for their long, arduous sea journeys north from the continent.
Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Oh, damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
It's the Black Hammer. Crafting of new gear as well as the upgrading of existing gear can be done at the blacksmith as long as you have the recipe. New recipe. And the proper materials. Select a highlighted item from the list and press X to craft or upgrade. Iron belt. More leather than iron, but nonetheless considered improvement from the crude cording worn by Ackerman acolytes. I'll equip the newly crafted item.
And the belt, Caesar Square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
That's a little hot. When something has changed in the Hideaway, a notice will appear in the upper right corner of the screen. In addition to stock updates for Karen's Toll and new forging recipes for the Black Hammer, there are also notices for new quests, new missives, and many other things. An icon will also appear in-game as well as on the local map to indicate recent updates. Should have taken... Oh, I'm gonna have to buy... allergy medicine.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Well, I ain't the cook, am I?
Though if you tasted this brown, you might as well be. Didn't need a smith, I need a smithy, call it a marriage of convenience. Doesn't hurt that the forge here is the hottest this side of hell, or that it works without magic. Won't have no bearer suffering from me.
Got anything needs repairing?
You're retooling, you bring it here along with your materials and scraps left over. I keep.
What do you want?
The broad sold. I need more wyrite. Quite close to it though. Even in the hands of an untrained soldier, the browed sword can prove a deadly weapon, which is why it remains a popular choice for armies across the Twins. It also doesn't hurt that the big iron blades are extremely simple and inexpensive to forge. Well, this is cool. I don't know if I've played a Final Fantasy with big iron. And of course, Japan's famous for its big iron, isn't it? It's famous for having really crap iron, which is why to make their swords, you have to fold it again and again and again and again and again to get the samurai blades, but like they're quite brittle. Whereas in Europe, you could just have these slabs of meat that you didn't need to be particularly sophisticated. When a bearer dies in service of the Sabakwa Imperial Army, it is more likely the sword, not his body, that will be retrieved from the battlefield, might be provisioned to the next unwilling volunteer without additional cost to the crown. Did I look? Embraces. We can afford these, by the way. So we have, having deemed shields too costly to a resource to be wasting on mere bearer assassins, Sambrequa, his Imperial Army now provides their frontline pawns with a pair of simple iron bangles that might stop an enemy blade if the bearer can raise his arms in time. Though little more than the iron braces +1 firm braces, even little more than crude leather straps reinforced with even cruder iron plates, bound us tales of dexterous doers of daring, deftly deflecting dollarks and redirecting dints with noughts, but these wristlets have made equipment a popular choice for those who dream of being a hero, but currently lack the monetary means.
No scratches, right?
There we go. Can we sell the old stuff?
Make it quick. What's that for you, dear?
We can make the build even better. Hang on, why do I have two broadswords? Or is it just that we have a broadsword and we can make it +1 or +2? No, we have... Oh, yeah, I get it. He can make +1 or +2 and we don't have a broadsword. Got it. Oh, so we can make our embraces +2. I mean, what does that require? Frozen tier, and this one doesn't. I feel like there's no reason not to. What did I press then? Oh,
Not my best work, but it'll do. That it? Fine.
Seeing as you're new, let me share a word of warning. Keep your hands out of the stores, or I'll cut them off and crate them with the others.
I'm only teasing. We feed the hands to the dogs.
Oh, I wouldn't like having dogs nearby.
Can it's coldest when we're done.
Goods.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Come on, nearly there. You, blankets, quick as you like.
Oh, can you heal? Like your brother.
All right, we make him comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you're just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me? What the hell have I got myself into?
Look at this curmudgeon.
Who are they?
Huh?
They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, he won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Was Ty the one looking after Jill?
Yes, she was.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
This bath soap has done nothing so far.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
Another fine day at the Hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything, you ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Incredibly low on my head, Jill.
Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Right.
Let's get some sticks.
Oh. And thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely.
What if I see you first?
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
I mean, I just walked upstairs and talked to a person. Side quests unlocked. So I'm told the side quests aren't especially impressive in this game. Keep an eye out for the green exclamation mark icon above the heads of certain NPCs, but not all of them, just the certain ones. They indicate they have a quest to offer. The current and completed quests can be viewed in the journal. Do list. We get a to-do list. Quests. The quests appear there. Located on the right side of the screen. Objectives. Wait, noise. For the main scenario, and up to 3 side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Any quest set can be prioritized on the journal tab in the main menu by highlighting it and pressing X. Objectives for prioritized quests will remain displayed on the to-do list until the quest is completed or another quest is given priority. Priority status for a quest can be removed by highlighting it and pressing X again. The following Hideaway facilities are also now available. 1,000 terms, every growing compendium, all things. The list. Oh fuck! I keep forgetting to press the button, don't I? And the orchestration, personal jukebox of songs collected throughout the game. Both are located in the Hideaway's eatery. The Fat Chocobo can be found on the local map by pressing the button.
Who are these people?
Well, there's the bear, of course. A person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Valesthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved. They are marked with a brand upon their cheek and used as tools. Also, he's got a different tattoo, I guess, yeah. And uses a cheaper alternative to the scarce and precious shards. These systems of slavery have persisted for centuries and has become so ingrained in Valesthean life that few take pity upon the bearer's plight, seeing them as less than humans. So, I will say, obviously, even before this came out, there were questions about, like, hey, are there any black folks in this game? And the person who made this game was like, well, what we've done is we've taken a very... and it's like, that sounds like a no. That sounds like you have no black people in this game at all. And I will say, obviously, it might... Because you do also making... a story about slavery, quite a lot of it, and the themes seem sort of like, I don't know, would it have been messy? I feel like you could have just figured something out. Like, in European history, there were plenty of black folks, countries interacted people walk across borders. There's plenty of evidence for it. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because it came to mind. Chief Steward of Sid's Hideaway, who managed the day-to-day running of the operation in his friend's stead, Sid often being taken far away by his bearer liberating activities, even when Sid is at home. He prefers to have such busy work to Otto, much hard-pressed pursue his indignation. I pronounced some of that in a very strange way, but
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital. And by the look of those bruises, not a moment too soon.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Only that they're here now.
This whole place is falling apart. Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing.
Oh, hello, Craig.
Persuade you to fetch me some timber, could
I? Yeah, Barrett was great. I do. So with Barrett, sorry, I didn't realise you were there. With Barrett, obviously, people make comparisons to Mr. T in the original game. And Mr. T's a lovely person, but like, I do appreciate like you could. How that could be seen. The thing about Barrett is, I think from a distance you can see why he might look like a stereotype, but Barrett is the guy who's literally like the most correct person throughout the game. Like in the Final Fantasy VII plot, even in the original game, there's a bit you get a few decisions with Barrett because I think it helps with the date as well. But one of the decisions is when you fall into sectors. I don't know what sector. When you fall into Eris's church, you get to tell Barrett to look after Tifa or to go, oh no, please help me. And the reason that's there is because they're trying to illustrate that Cloud isn't mature. Cloud has the mind of a 16-year-old, and Barrett is the person he should be looking up to in these situations. And like even at the start of the game, he's trying to do banter and he's not great at it. And I think they did a really good job of like showing how awkward Cloud actually is. And yeah, like Barrett's doing terrorism for reasons, well, pretty reasonable reasons. I mean, he saw them murder his like best friend and stuff, so like he saw what they do. But yeah, Barrett is. From a distance, I can see why he looks like he's sort of ranting, and they do play him for comedy a couple of times. But no, I think they did a really good job of Barrett. I will say that this game has a different director than the 7 remake there. But yeah, I can see why people complain. But I agree. Barrett was well done. I will fetch wood for the carpenter.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the Hideaway both. Takes a lot of work.
He is characterized.
More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
You can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. All right, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
It's my only quest. I don't need to prioritize it. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to say earlier, there was a bit where they did have to check my where my money was coming from. I gave them like several years worth of when I bought the house. I mean, my solicitor, I had to give them proof that I actually earned the money, which is quite funny because I'm buying like a house worth very little in the grand scheme of things.
These apples are all foul. Would you rather you went without?
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that.
Yeah. So these quests, I assume, are basically on the same level as Frog Detective.
Do you think we should go and help?
Don't think I haven't noticed you stealing sips from that pot.
Next time you're in, first round's on the ass.
And now.
If you can read, don't let Otto know.
Ah, a new face. And, dare I hope, a willing pair of...
I mean, that's not fair. They have, like, animated
is a demanding
voices.
mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
Strongbox! I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
So I will say, in Final Fantasy Remake, Cloud, all the main characters, Tifa, Cloud, Bed 13, they all feel like they were bespoke models created. Whereas all the characters in this game, including Clive to an extent, feel like they've made a character slide. They're really good characters. Like, some of these people have really unique looking faces, but it feels like they've got a... I guess it's probably true for all games, right? You build a little character creator thing. But I can sort of see it in a way that I can see it in a Skyrim game.
You'd think he'd have time for a nip with old August before scampering back to his solar, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. You left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the Hideaway is the home I never knew. And a mighty fine one at that.
Hope it doesn't get burnt down.
When he's not out chasing rumors.
So yeah, you can sort of see that this was made by somebody who made an MMO as well. Like, I'm assuming, although they've done a really good job, I recognise the clothing styles from Final Fantasy 14 as well. A changing a tune, yeah, that makes a very satisfying noise, rumble.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end.
Spoony Bard.
Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad, and keep up the good work.
Why I? Where's number 3? His bro!
Well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but See that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
All done, I presume? Splendid.
They were bearers. All three of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves. Speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the Hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
Quest complete. 500 gold. You'd think, considering how hard it is to make food in this world. Oh, damn it. I didn't know I'd get more Wirite. Like, those meals would cost that much, right? Surely he's not profiting here. Countless treasure coffers lie across the realm, just waiting to be plundered. If you find one, don't hesitate to kick it open with an axe and reap the bounty. No one's looking. Go on, no one's looking. I think there might be someone looking, but
Do you think we should go and help?
Go.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Here we are. I better get this to Geoffrey, was it?
It was. Again.
I heard they escaped their masters.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
There you go. Several lengths of withered, slightly worm-eaten wood, salvaged and planed to perfection to use in hideaway repairs. There you go.
Will this be enough?
There were some planks.
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
A little bit of experience. Guildbug. Contrary to popular belief, the small insect does not get its name from its appearance, but rather from the fact that it's highly sought after by psychickers for use in brewing medicine. In summer, when the beetles are most numerous, children across the realm will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens in readiness to exchange them for a handful of coppers. As the children have tiny hands, however, this amounts to fewer than one might expect. And we already know about the meteorite. These candles. Oh yeah, I guess I'm streaming in lower quality than I'm playing, which obviously to the point that I have two different channels, and I'm to get the streaming to work. I'm sorry, chicken. I need to send one signal to my TV and send another signal to my OBS. Because if I send this signal to the OBS, it just will fuse because it's too high. It's too high, but it means I can't have like cool color mode. It's what I'm sacrificing. I've forgotten what it's called. It's quite neat, but like for a game like this, it's all sort of it's fun.
I see I'm busy here. So, will it be?
Yeah, and I would have had enough wyrite. I can improve the iron belt at least.
Yeah, that should do you.
So this game kind of feels like Square Enix is trying really hard. Right, finally I have the spotlight to like do a God of War Spider-Man type thing. Like this is to be, they're going to spend slightly too much money making it. I mean, specifically God of War and Spider-Man are like, they're the system sellers, right? They make a loss because they get the profit somewhere else. And it feels like they've specifically gone out of the way to try and make a game in that vein. Where the presentation is key, they don't want anyone left behind. Because like there's all these ways of like, I mean that for a start, like at any point I can just equip these things that would just make the game easy. Oh yeah, I haven't read these yet, but I'm not going to wear them. But like you can have a thing that auto potions you, and they've put them up and center. So like, well, there we go. It's, you know, part of the actual game.
I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
Obviously, these models look much better than Skyrim models.
Thank you for watching him.
Just want to make that clear.
Were you gonna
Even the new
something?
Moon game.
I didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil. Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Like, I don't understand why Bethesda can't hire like a model maker to make them not look all weird. What's that new game? Consumables and gear can we... Yeah, I understand the concept of a shop game. Oh, I can just buy a broad sold. I'm glad I didn't make one then. There's some iron bases and all these things. Yeah, I think I might want to buy... Ooh. I'm gonna want the broad sold. Can I sell things?
I reckon I can find
Oh, no, John! Don't sell them because they get used in crafting. Nah, these ones are fine, I think.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Can we sell the old one?
I'll be thankful you got that much.
And I think I'll try and get at least one more potion. How much money do we have? I can't see. Bottom left. Okay. Sell all valuables. Gillbug. Ah, it's trash. I'm assuming the gillbug is trash. I'll buy just the one anyway, because I'm sure we'll... Yeah. I'm sure we'll find more.
Why, you've barely a guiltier name. You're taking his side now? And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Why should...
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Thank the dogs. Ooh, it's all sparkly. It's the Arete Stone. This customizable virtual battle skip provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities, train against all manner of enemies. Oh, you can tell this is made by, Devil May Cry people in this. Additional options will become available as Clive progresses through the story. The Hall of Virtue. Commence training. Yeah, the music. Oh no, this just sounds like Final Fantasy VIII. Customizable battle skip that provides Clive. Yep. You press the button. Oh my word. Okay, fair enough. It's just literally a practice room. Okay, what does it mean? Combo 1, combo 2, combo 4? Is it just... Okay, yep, sure. Magic. Third shot. That takes ages. Jeez. I've not gotten used to it. Burning Blade. There's a Cyclone. Here's the Heat Wave. A heat. We can do a little jump. Do down thrust. Shift strike. Shift shot. Oh, it's even saying what things I'm pressing. Oh my word. And I suddenly remembered that exists as well. Why is it going swing? Oh, because of this. Okay, what else? It's burst timing. Oh. Oh, hang on. Nah, I don't know what burst timing. What's a burst?
It's over.
Okay, there's a punish. Okay, I don't know what burst timing is, so I'm just going to turn it off. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Why do I have the ability to just like donk this thing about? I don't know. Oh, because it's not a thing that can be donked. We have 180 points here. That's cost too much. I kind of like that ability, to be honest. It gives me something to play with in battles. That one's I always forget about. When am I going to... I don't understand. Maybe it's for when I fight with other people. Burning Blade. That's more expensive. Down thrust, which we already use. I guess I'll take Burning Blade. Big impressive thing to use. Alright, so it's quicker if I... Okay, how do I end training? There we go. Exit the stone.
You all done?
Oh, I didn't have space for 2 potions. That's really annoying.
Ah, yeah.
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Shouldn't have bought it.
Stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
I want to upgrade my sword. Pet dog. Use the world map to instantly travel previously unlocked locations. New locations are unlocked by doing stuff or finding obelisks.
Do you think we should go and help? It sounds like Otto has everything under control.
Young had so many uses.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the Hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Yeah, sure. But first.
When I was very young,
I lived beyond these shores. My father would read to me every night from the only books we had, History of Valisthere by Moss the Chronicler. So enchanted was I by the realm of myth and magic that when I was of age, I enlisted as a deckhand on merchant galley that I might see it with my own eyes.
When I arrived,
what I found was a land of war and suffering, darkened by the blight and the evil of men's hearts. Still, I was determined to follow the footsteps of Moss and record what I could. And so I did in all manner of places, all manner of roles, until my aging legs could carry me no longer. Sid found me by the roadside, so to speak, offered me a place here, where I might continue my studies, albeit without wandering. Let's view the 1,000 tombs.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
I know, because this is the first time I've met you. The 1,000 Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valistean lore, covering everything from basic terms to important persons. Geography, history, new information, constantly added as Clive progresses through the story. Past active time lore entries can also be viewed here. Cool. So stuff. Oh, hello.
New entries, if you would like to see them.
I would like to see them. Hello, Phoenix.
What subject shall we consider today?
All of them. I will read all the things. We'll use this search. All. Okay, that's actually quite a lot. Oh, hang on. Chocobos, favoured steeds of the people of Valisthere. While they are mainly bred for riding, some are used to pull wagons, and some are even eaten. But the boldest and bravest are put forward for use by militaries, and are intelligent and fiercely loyal creatures who tend to tolerate only their master's attention. While chocobos are no less vigilant, will readily attack anyone who they perceive to be a threat, anyone who isn't carrying a fistful of gishel greens, that is. And also they're giant bats. Yeah, I'm well. I spent a lot of money today, over 10 grand. I'm doing a lot better than Clive. So, spoiler warning, everybody's dead now, which is why we're grown up. We got betrayed by a hot mum. I'm not entirely sure why she did it. she said something like she wanted to preserve the Phoenix bloodline or something. She was annoyed because she was annoyed that her husband was taking him to like the Phoenix Gate, but then she decided she sort of betrayed us to the Empire, and they tried to kill us all, but then our little brother turned into a giant fucking phoenix, and sort of also killed us all, because it turns out a lot of fire comes from phoenixes. He didn't really know how to control. And then a giant fucking Ifrit turned up, and they had a fire off, and he's dead now. Ifrit won that fight. So we are on Revenge or Muerta. We're trying to track down whoever the dominant is for fucking Ifrit and get our revenge. We've just been freed. We were a slave for some random army because mother was like, oh, instead of killing him, put him in the army. Why not? I don't know, it'd be funny. That definitely won't burn me in the ass down the line. And so we were doing stuff in the army, and then we found Jill, the grey-haired girl from the start, because she was like a ward from a different family, and she's the dominant for Shiva, and we're like, oh, we're not going to kill Jill, and the other slaves are like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is our job, we're slaves. And we've escaped. And then Sid, who's also, he's got lightning powers, also dominant, was just like, it turns out I was right nearby. Turns out I can't, my voice can't go anywhere near that low. His voice is like something incredibly smooth. Well, I've been holding on to that line every time she gets in danger. I was going to say she was almost a Jill sandwich, but we saved her. It's fine, she wasn't. So what was I going to say? So yeah, now we're in the hideout of the goodies, but this is a land where like everyone's too reliant on magic to make food and stuff, because if you want a cup of tea, you just get a crystal and you just pour it into your tea and go, crystal tea. And so they have a little farm here, and they're like, yeah, we have to learn how to farm again. Anyway, I could have done all that by just clicking on things. So we know dominant icon. Magical beings of godlike strength. Who I won't read all of these because that might be fucking loads of them. I mean, I will, but not all at once. Godlike being strength to dwell within human hosts known as dominants, only emerging when dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist. But no, that's not true. There are 2 fire ones. But as none has ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is just yet to be proved. Battle of Nisa. Battle of Nisa was a short yet bloody clash between the Iron Republic and the Republic of Dalmekia in the year 873. The Dalmekians, hoping to force an end to the long-running conflict with Iron Blood, had convened the Council of Zenitra Stronghold and entreated their wayloaders. They go, waylo! They're like, how are you, waylo? Allies to I don't know who the wayloader is. To aid to their cause. John, just read the words. However, talks soon broke down, and Dalmatians were left with no choice but to rely on more on the power of the mighty Titan, whom they'd already owed a considerable debt. Thus was the stage set for a showdown between Titan and Shiva, the Iron Blood's own icon, in which losses on both sides were too many to count. There were at least 7, and they were like, fuck that, stop counting. Loads. Just write down loads. Persons of interest, leave the land. Okay, obviously, most important, Torgal. We found Torgal. Unit. This is Torgal's entire history. That's okay. Clive's faithful friends, brought back from one of the Archduke Elwin's expeditions to the frozen northern territories, where he was found half-starved and shivering in the snowfield. We've read this bit already. Elwin gifted the puppy to Clive upon his return. The 2 became 9, inseparable, until the tragic events of Phoenix Gate tore them apart. But now he's a grown-up dog. Now fully grown after the tragic events of Phoenix Gate, Clive believed that Torgal was lost to him forever. However, their paths were to cross again some 13 years later, when Torgal's new master, Sid, came to Clive's rescue in the depths of the Nisa Tafar. Those are the things I said happened. Despite their long years apart, the two knew each other as if not a single day had passed since their separation. 2 years separated on the night of the tragedy. Sorry, not the two, yet reunited 13 years later. The depths of the needs of the file into intervening years. Torgal not only grew into a fine hound. Says this narrator says he grew into a fine hound. Okay, but I don't know. Why are you making judgments, narrator? I mean, I also think he's a fine hound. It's just sort of weird that the narrator gets to have an opinion. But met with Sid, who trained him to work as a hunting dog. After meeting with Clive again, Torgal gladly returned to the service of his former master. Oh god, I'm not reading all of these. There's the King of Wayload. Clive, okay. How do I know which ones have been read? Well, it has the banner for who we work with. Firstborn, dedicated self-master. Glad we know this one. And the Phoenix, we know this one as well. Tasked with, because he's the guard, yeah. Firstborn, lost. Okay, the firstborn son of Archduke Elwyn and the first shield of Rosaria. It was his sworn duty to protect his father and younger brother. Both lost their lives in the tragedy brought about by his mother. No, I'm still holding off on it. Duchess Annabella taken into the custody by Imperial Army. It's also very stabby, this game, because when Annabella was just like taken to prison, 2 handmaidens got their throats slits. She'd be like, we won't have handmaidens here, my god. I don't know why they did that, to be honest. They just like stabbing people. He's branded as a bearer, forced him to serve as a slave soldier. A slave soldier for the Holy Empire of Sambrique, now his 13th year of servitude, though drafted as a frontline infantryman. The magical might granted him by the blessing of the Phoenix. I think we saw this one already. Yeah, we did. And this one's the newest one. Imperial Bearer turned deserter after refusing to slay the dominant of Shiva, choosing instead to turn his blade to his own sergeant. As a force of crusaders closed around him, his freedom seemed as if it would be short-lived until the timely intervention of Sid, man who shared Clive's desire to see the dominant freed from their clutches. Together they escaped to Sid's secret hideaway. We'll do one more. I know Ambrosia's right there. I know. You know what? I'm actually going to go into the beastie. Oh, God, there's so much to click on. Goblin. Common species of beastmen. At first glance, they may seem like mine. Okay, we actually did read that one already. Gygus. I like the Gygus because they're both from the original game, the Goblin and Gygus. Or at least... Yeah, no, I think you're in Final Fantasy 2 at the very least. No, you're in Final Fantasy 1, but they weren't goblins in Final Fantasy 1. Anyway, as they are often witnessed in presence of goblins, many believe these lumbering brutes to be goblins themselves, albeit ones that have grown to be prodigious size. Scholars, however, deny these claims and insist the two tribes are independent, the relationship symbiotic, one with the Gygus providing protection to the slighter goblins, who in turn provide the craftless giants with sundry arms and ventures such as the channel carcanets. I guess that's their hats, created from the bones of their victims. No, it's the necklace thing, John. Who makes the hats then? The spread of the blight has been seen both tribes impinging on human territory with increased frequency. Recent spottings have put them as close to civilization as the free reads in Rosaria. I will read the rest later. How many hang on, there's not a lot of monsters in this. Stolasses, owls, specifically capable of transmitting the thoughts of others, specifically, I said specifically twice, didn't I? Those whom they are tuned in response to the ancient incantation, they're lithotide. Lithotide. Third eyes store the thoughts and form of ether, allowing them to be passed on and when required only to the intended recipients. Stolasses are mainly kept by royals, nobles, and other figures of authorities for the purpose of sending secret and urgent messages, and are seldom available to common folk. The incantation "O Mia Lost Elan" to Esag Elith can be loosely translated as "My will is thy burden, ne'er cleft our bond shall be." And the bird's like, whatever, I'll just, yeah, cool. Surely there's more monsters than this. Mysteries of the Realm. There's like so many goddamn mysteries of the realm. Oh look, the bard's here. The Spoony Bard. I did say I'd stop. Travelling minstrels who journey from place to place, performing in a hostelries across Valasthea to accompany accompaniment of lute or lyre. They provide not only entertainment, but information on the state of the realm, offering significant events and important personages. The Hideaway has its own resident bar that illiterate amongst its residents might remain informed. That's the whatever. We will. I'm genuinely going to stop now. There's lots. I feel a revelation might be close at hand. What happens when I get a revelation? Oh, I'm covering the Pixel Man. There's a Pixel Man right there. There we go. We'll read more of this later.
To the shelves shall ever be open.
I will try to remember to do this occasionally, but I sense we will return here many times. Therefore, we can just sort of come back. What's in this box? What's in the box? It's a badge of metal. Hang on. I'm looking for Black Hammer. Upgrade my sword.
Quick. So, will it be?
Reinforce the broadsword? Yes. This is what I want.
Yeah, that should do you.
Dress to the fives. Not quite to the nines, but to the fives. Is that a phrase, to the fives?
Fine.
Sure, why not? Let's play the computer game. Where should we go? The camera says no. You have to figure it out on your own.
I have to escape their masters in the Imperial.
Oh, I have to open the world map. No, I want to do the close. Close it. Close the map. I want to walk out the front door. It's cooler that way.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Let me pet the birds. Oh, I'm fine. It just opens the world map. Cool. I guess we are going to the Great Wood. So deep and vast is the Great Wood. It serves as a defensive barrier between the Crystal Belt and the Holy Empire, while its denizens deter foolhardy travellers from exploring the forest's everlasting night. Make a grape. I bought 5 tons of grapes.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
I told you his voice was very, very deep.
We're outlaws. You want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital? Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor?
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. That a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself. Bloodflies and all.
We'll be back in Imperial land soon. You all right?
Never better.
Sounds like it.
I mean, our last 4 daddies were murdered. I'm not going to say it that way.
There is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
But yes, sadly, was it Tyler and Wade are also dead, as well as actual father and the guy who trained us right at the start. Hero's best friend, Torgal's joined the party. We'll fight alongside Clive. If Torgal dies, I'm putting the game, I'm turning the game off. Pet commands. It's just like playing Haunted Grounds again. I get sick. Go do the attack, dog. And I have a button to do that. I have a heal, which Torgal can apparently do. Ravage, launch the enemy into the air. Yeah. The accessory, known as the Ring of Timely Assistance, removes the need for giving toggle commands. While this item is equipped, toggle will attack and kill automatically based on the battle situation. So,
Did I mention every deadly beasts?
Yes, you did. So yeah, the game, I was saying this before, dog, and he can do a pedigree as well. That's Triple H's finishing move. And there's pictures of them as pixels that I'm covering up right now, the party members. What does pedigree do? Affects towards attack potency. Right, what am I looking at? So what was I talking about? No, I don't want to go to the map.
Deadly beast. Nothing a trained assassin can't handle, though.
How reassuring.
Okay. I'm just... Journal, okay. Word of a dominant of fire spotted in nearby villages convinces Clive to set aside any misgivings he might have surrounding Sid and his motives and join the man, though only for as long as his desire for revenge demands it. Okay, promising succor, which is, hey, again, a word I only ever hear in Final Fantasy. Sid welcomes Clive into his Deadlands sanctuary, hidden deep within the ruins of lost civilization. I spelled with a Z, not an S. There, Clive discovers, I mean, it's a curious detail if you're going to have all these British people talking in the game. Maybe you want to spell civilization with an S, not a Z. There, Clive discovers something that has eluded him for nigh 13 years. Freedom! The year is once again 873. I guess the narrator's talking to us directly, and Clive has returned from his reverie to the chaos that smoulders in the wake of Shiva and Titan's terrible encounter. Tiamat reminds Wyvern that was our cool code names of the missions, and there was no escaping the inexorable fate of the branded. Whoosh. With our Heatway. I thought we were given 2 potions. Hang on. Oh, were we given high potions? I don't think I need a strength and a stone. We'll set this as... how do I set it? I want it to be that one. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is what I was getting at. The game keeps giving me these. And these rings specifically, even this one, are just sort of to help players that might struggle. They've made this sort of curious decision to be like, we're going to treat them like, well, I can't put them on because they're for noobs. And I'm happy for noobs to get to play computer games, obviously. It's just sort of interesting that it's just there. Like, you thought there'd be like a button to hide them away or something. I'm going to put on the badge of metal because that's like a genuine item. But yeah, if we want... Because what this one means that he's just going to use a healing potion if he needs one. I don't have to press the button. This means that I will automatically do combos. This one means that I will automatically evade when I need to. Oh, this slows down time if I need it. Oh, no, yeah. Specifically, this game wants people who have never played an action game before to play it, is what I'm getting at. And this does toggles commands. So it's got all these things to help them out, which is cool. I appreciate that. But it's just an interesting way of dealing with all that. I like the Pixel Dog. And I just like the use of the Pixel Remastered Pikmin. Okay.
You're welcome for that and the shortcut.
I mean, they so want, like, normies, I guess, Final Fantasy normies to play this game. It's not even an RPG anymore. The thing that Final Fantasy is famous for being.
Maybe they're friendly like Toggle. Or maybe they're not.
No, I don't want to use a potion, fuck.
That's enough.
I don't understand how to use toggle. Level up. It is.
We still have a way to go.
I appreciate the days of pressing buttons and queuing up attacks. That's Toggle, John. Don't attack Toggle. I was just showing off my cool moves.
Your lordship.
I said I was showing off my cool moves. Where? What? You want me to go under there? Like, so much effort is made in presentation of, like, menus and shit. The Creedwood, a vast forest in the southwestern part of the Sambrique. Wildlife thrives here, but delicately balanced ecosystem has been thrown into disarray in recent years by the encroachment of the Blight, and the beasts driven before it. So dangerous has it become that travellers rarely venture here anymore. There we go. Apparently, really struggle to get through those words. Adamantoids? And that's the last we saw of that creature.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Monster Hunter is something I just have no experience in.
I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
Aww.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Okay, how do I give commands? Ah, there we go. I've got a... And I can make... You're not barking, that's a lie! Oh. Hang on, I've got a heal. When you normally give a dog a heal command, it's to come here. It isn't to literally heal you. Ah, I knew.
The deadly beasts. Well, the shrubs of these parts aren't much better.
Whoosh with our heat ray, and them running and dying. Man on top again. 17 points for anyone who knows what I'm quoting there.
Well, that's the underground.
He said heat wave, John, but whatever. We're right. I'm alright. So Vampire Thorn is in Final Fantasy 2. Northern Territories. A bitterly cold region. And the reason I remember that is because I have put at least one episode out on my second YouTube channel, which I don't think I have a button for. No, I don't. Because I've only got this button on. Because I'm on the PlayStation right now, obviously. It was originally home to the Mother Crystal, known as Drix. Oh, we're gonna have so much Mother button at some point. Around when a series of small nations sprang up, nations whose vigilance proved troublesome for Rosaria over centuries. In time, however, the Mother Crystal's power dwindled, and with it, the power of the warlike nations, with the Blight encroaching on the territory evermore. The remaining tribes were united and pacified by Archduke Elwin Rothfield of Rosaria in the year 854. But also, there's a doggo. Look at the doggo. Go there! Okay, thanks, game. I arguably should be sitting over here right now. Oh, no, I can't sit over here because there's a slice of real life that you may not see. It's just that I'm covering up the commands. Sneaky grape.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Oh, they're perfectly good buildings, and they ruined them. Bloody time ruining things.
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on. Mind your head.
It's Dragon Avis. Don't know which game this is from. Obviously, it's in Final Fantasy 14. Go.
A little help. Well done, Torgal.
I was just experimenting to see how much. Okay, I need to start dodging. Enemy's been slain. When we find Victor, we'll give him the spoils. I'll hold on to them for the time being. Upon close inspection of the lesser dragon's foot, one may observe that the middle talon is considerably longer than the rest, because somebody was a big fan of the Drastic Park. This extended appendage is used to puncture the fleshy parts of the creature's prey, causing severe blood loss and weakening for them to kill, used in crafting. Sharp Fang. If there is one thing of which of the fauna of Velesthea do not want, small dagger-sharp fangs in the line of the slavering maws. Whatever. And so the Velestheans, fortunate enough not to succumb to said fangs, have conceived ingenious ways of fashioning them into myriad articles of virtue. I don't know what that word means. Varying from cutlery to bijouterie. Don't know what that means either. What the fuck? Bijou, they said that earlier. Sounds French to me. Who said there would be French in this game?
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
Never. Togo, heal me out of combat. Alright, fine.
Better already.
Well, it appears we won't be going this way.
Why's that?
I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
The Fallen. An ancient yet highly advanced civilization whose relics can be found across the length and breadth of Velesthere. The material from which these relics are constructed are far sturdier than steel, cannot be worked by modern methods, so the people of the modern day have elected to build inside and around them instead. Bork, bork. What is it, boy?
What is it, boy?
Why trust in your own animal's instincts when you now have an actual animal at your side? If you are lost, hold down L3 and let Toggle point you in the right direction. Toggle says go there.
At least one of us knows these woods.
So,
thank you, Toggle.
It's the same button as before, but now it's just like, but fucking Toggle's totally doing it this time. Toggle, where should I go? Toggle says there, apparently. He's also a pointer. These are the Worgen, the Warg, the Warg. The bad doggos.
The veil's not too happy. And for once, it's not my fault. This is stupid. I like wool.
I don't think they care, Sid.
Give them all you've got for them.
Over here.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
Toggle says go over there. Now Toggle's giving us commands. This is paced really interestingly. Like God of War specifically, Ragnarok, has a much longer fighting sequence, but it also like feels like it's really afraid to have you be not in a cutscene for too long. And this does that, but I guess it has a lot more. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's like trying to be paced like a God of War, but I can feel its Japaneseness coming through, and I can't quite explain it yet. I'm not used to this sort of pacing. Because normally in a Japanese game, it's like an hour in a combat, and then like a 10-minute cutscene, and then an hour doing the Hello, little buddy. Weren't you in Star Wars?
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
It's Fafnir! I've fought you already. Speaking of God of War. Oh, no, run away from the stair.
We're damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly.
It kind of looks adorable when it does its little thing. It does a crocodile thing. Alright, ball now.
Don't let them get away.
Someone's got the up. Where he stops, no one knows.
Do they have fucking tombolas in this world?
I doubt he'll do that again. Not if we kill him first. Toggle! Too slow. My wounds, boy.
That'll help.
I'm still really bad at dodging.
My wounds, boy. A little help.
I always dodge too early and I get hit by everything.
Not this time. Too slow.
Too slow, chicken Morango. Oh, it turns into a fire. That's really cool. I never noticed that. He does. No, it's not. Nobody beats me at faffing, so that's why he lost the fight. But he did give me a good old scale. Covered in countless scars, these scales tell a tale of supremacy and survival, albeit one now ended. Myself, great. I mean, it's...
Oh, come on. Stand back.
I mean, it seems fine. It doesn't seem dead at all. Where the fuck was this earlier, Sid? Oh, snap. Alright, fair enough. He could...
You're a dominant.
How did you just figure this out?
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice, mind. Whole bloody realm of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Ramu saw fit to home.
Sid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. But what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. I only wish to offer our kind of choice. A place where we can die on our own terms.
Oh, okay. Farewell, I guess, for the time being.